Lords and ladies, I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, which means you should cheer now! Alright, even though you're at home and I'm at my home, I feel that maybe you did not quite yet cheer now. So here's how it works. When I say, you may cheer now, I need you to go insane. Hoot, holler, clap, cheer, stomp your feet, whistle, throw small loved ones into the air. Basically, I am saying, yeet your baby. So, here we go again. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and you can cheer now! Yeah! Oh my god, I love Shakespeare! Oh, Shakespeare! I want you to have my baby! That's weird, but that's great. Thank you. I love you. Now, friends, this story is audience interactive, which even though you are there and I am here, it does require all of your help. So when I say that everybody says, ooh, I need to hear all of you at home say, ooh. Let's just try that together. Everyone says, ooh. People cry out, ah. Everyone yells out, dear God, what is that thing? Good job. We have dramatic music. Bam, bam, bam. And not very dramatic music. We have random sound effects of randomness. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha. And we start with a song. So everyone take your hands, hit your lap 2 times, and then clap your hands 1 time. And then do that again. 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 Repeat. 'Cause I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here's my spout. Let me get all steamed up and hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out, singing I'm a little teapot. Now all of you at home sing it. I'm a little teapot. Now Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Always designate your driver. Sing it. Always designate your driver. It's good advice. Now Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Ba, 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 black sheep, yeah! Ba, 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 black sheep. Sorry, that was my Run DMC moment. Now friends, keep this beat going. For you are the few, the proud, the nerds. You might be thinking, Master Shakespeare, why are you calling me such things? Well, people, you would normally be at a Renaissance fair right now, but you're watching this program right here with me. It's as nerdy as it gets. You are the ones who wear amazing costumes to the Renaissance Festival, or really nerdy t-shirts, and you know who you are, Maurice. You are the ones who wear red shirts and understand you might not get out of this episode alive. You're the ones who use the really nerdy language, words like bazinga, and hodor, and wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. And you know that this is the way. So you are my people, and I will lead you to freedom. Reach into the bottom of your hearts, the cockle of your heart, the subcockle, your left big toe, your neighbor's pocket, and sing the final verse with me. But for not for you good people right here, right now, I would not be here doing this. Oh no, I'd be at home. And by at home, I mean I'd be 14 feet that way. In air conditioning. Weirdly enough, still wearing velvet. So, that much doesn't change. But I wouldn't be recording it. So thank you for being here with me and giving me the best and greatest job in all the world. At the end of the show, if you love me, if you really love me, please throw $5 into my digital hat. And if you hate me, do it anyway, because I like to eat. So sing with me now. Every pair of hands, every pair of voices. 5, 6, 7, 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Sing it loud. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Great job, all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, friends, let us start the story the way all good stories begin. At the beginning. A very good place to start. You see, there were 2 households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure piteous authors do, with their death, bury the parents' strife. Now the fearful passage of the death-marked love and the continuance of the parents' rage, which by the children's end not could remove, is now the 20 minutes traffic of our stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. I just told you the plot of the entire show! Now, let's spend the next 19 minutes summing up as I make sure that we are still recording sound. Come on, come out of my pouch. It's my very period-appropriate iPhone. Yes, I am very deeply in character. All right, now, I know nothing about your iPhones or your helicopters. So, we have two households, two families in the city of Verona, the Capulets and the Montagues. Everyone over on this side of your living room, you are the Capulets. Cheer for the Capulets! And everyone over on that side of your living room, or more likely, the loo, because let's be honest, you're in there on the toilet going, that's pretty funny. I'm not here to judge. I'm just being honest. Everyone over on this side, you are the Montagues. Cheer for the Montagues! Now, one day, on a crowded street corner, we get one member of each family, one Capulet and one Montague. And they see each other on the crowded street corner. And they glare and they growl. And the first one, the Montague dog, takes his thumb thusly, the thumb of hatred, and he bites it at his Capulet counterpart with that. And the Capulet gasps. And so do all of you. And he says, do you bite your thumb at me? Me, sir? Nay, sir. I simply bite my thumb. And he does it again with that. And the Capulet gasps. And so do all of you. But do you bite your thumb at me, sir? At you, sir? No, sir. But then he does it again 3 more times, biting it thricely. And the Capulet gasps 3 times. And so do all of you. But please, no heart attacks. You lie. Your mom lies. Your mom's face lies. Don't talk about my mom. And then they get into a Shakespearean slappy fight. Why are you hitting me? Oh my God, make it stop. Who should stop this madness? Who but the Prince of Verona, Aeschylus. He stands tall and proud, and he says, halt! Enemies to this neighbour stained steel. Vile Capulets, wretched Montagues. Note, not Richard Montague. He's a good guy. Cousin on my mother's side. Wretched Montagues, on pain of death, all men depart. And the Capulets and the Montagues look at each other. They all go away, laughing into the night. I feel I got to apologize for that run. I don't know why I did it that way. I am a runner, and that did not show off my athleticism properly. I will attempt to do better and be a better role model. Now, from the household of the Montagues, we meet a young man who is forever in and out of love. And his name is Romeo. Now, Romeo, when he is in love, is like, and when he is out of love, he's all, sad. And today, Romeo is all out of love, sad. Because the fair and lovely Rosalind... Oh, I lost my windsock on my microphone. Let's put that back on here. See, this is live theatre, people. You don't get this anywhere else. Yep. Because the fair and lovely Rosaline, a young lady from the Capulet household. And what happened there? I don't know. She takes his heart, beating bodily from his chest. Kalima! She throws it to the ground, stomps on it, grinds it in with a heel, does a little dance on it. And then she's going to dab, and then she's going to do this a little bit. And then she runs away laughing into the night. Ha-ha! Again, lack of athleticism on display. I apologize. I'm a role model. And Romeo is standing here, sad. Aww. And now, his best friend and boon companion, Benvolio, I'll call him Benji, he of good humour, says to his friend Romeo, what sadness lengthens Romeo's hours? Romeo responds, saying, not having that, which makes them short. Benji responds, love? Making fun of his friend. And Romeo, not quite getting it, says, out. Benji makes more fun of his friend, saying, out of love. Romeo says, out of having that what puts me in love. Benji responds to his cousin, trying to put him into a better mood. Well, come with me to a party, my cousin, and I shall show you such beauties as to make thee think thy swan a crow. And Benji runs away, laughing into the night. Ha ha! I think that evidenced my natural athletic ability a little bit better than the other two runs. But moving on. Romeo says, I'll go along. Mayhaps, and by chance, I might meet our hearty. And he leaves. Now, we go to the other side of town, to the fair and lovely Juliet. Now, Juliet is a young lady of the Capulet household, and she is putting on some makeup, getting ready for that self-same party that Romeo's going to. And doing her hair. And she says, I'm so glad there's a party. And all of you at home say, ooh! Go ahead, say it. Easy, perverts. She is not yet 14. People today. Now, at this moment, who should enter the scene but her father, Papa Capulet, known to all of his friends far and wide as Papa Cap. And he says, Daughter, tonight you'll meet your future husband. Juliet is a twitter. Yes, we have that word. And she says, ooh, will I like him, Daddy? Papa Cap doesn't care, and he lets her know. I don't care. Juliet asks, well, is he handsome? No. Is he funny? No. Then why shall I marry him? And at this point, Papa Capulet, Daddy, says the same thing that daddies everywhere sometimes say. Because I said so. Ha! And he runs away laughing until the night. Ha, 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 ha. Now, Juliet at this moment has a hissy fit. And she stomps her foot petulantly. And she says, oh, well, at least there's a party. Mayhaps, and by chance, I might meet a hearty. And so we go to the party scene, and all of you are there, and we have music. Go ahead, give me the music. Music. Good. And we are moving and grooving and dancing to the moving. And just when they came in, somebody started singing and play that funky music, Shakespeare. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, Shakespeare. Lay down that music and then Romeo is gonna die. They all die! They all die! Sorry, spoilers. Now, the music stops. And Juliet and Romeo's eyes look across the crowded room. Romeo's heart goes pitter-patter, 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 pitter-patter. Juliet flushes her eyelashes coquettishly. He waves. She waves back. He says, how now? I'm Romeo. She says, well met. I'm Juliet. He says, I think I like you. I think I like you too. They start to blow kisses at each other. Who should interrupt this scene of beautiful bliss? Who but Juliet's nurse, who, with her high feminine voice and her heaving feminine bosoms, bursts into the scene, screaming, no! Gets in between the lovers and says, Madam, your mother craves a word with you. Juliet stomps her foot petulantly, has a hissy fit, and runs away laughing into the night. Now, Romeo, meanwhile, windsock of the microphone fell off again. Let's fix that. Live theatre, even though it's pre-recorded. See, you're getting to see all behind the scenes. I hope that wasn't too loud for you there, but you know what? Don't actually care. Now, Romeo asks the nurse, who is her mother? And the nurse responds with, Mary Bachelor! Her mother is the lady of the house! And with a high feminine voice and her heaving feminine bosoms, the nurse runs away laughing into the night. Now, Romeo says, is she a Capulet? My life is my foe's debt. And he falls to his knees and he beats his chest and he raises his arms to heaven and he cries, no! And that was acting. Now, let us go to the balcony scene, the most romantic scene in all of English literature, if I say so myself, and it's pretty much my word against yours, now ain't it? Now, first, we need to have a balcony. This'll do. Juliet is standing upon the balcony, one hand upon her cheek. And Romeo comes out into the garden, gets down on one knee, yes, the love knee, gestures up to his love, and he says, but soft. Sorry, it's not funny. But soft. I said but soft twice. Oh, good people. But soft means, whoa, look there. What's that? Nothing more than that. It's not funny. And so, Romeo, on the love knee, says, but soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Oh, arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her made are far more fair than she. Be not her maid as she is envious, her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. It is my lady, oh, it is my love, oh, that she knew she were. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. Now Juliet, meanwhile, on her balcony, is fanning herself, and says, Ah me, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Now note, she is not asking, where is Romeo? She is saying, wherefore art thou Romeo? Wherefore means why. Why are you Romeo? And if ever your English teacher taught you otherwise, they were stupid. Now, she says, deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet. Romeo explodes to his feet and says, I take you at your word. Are you not Romeo and a Montague? Neither, fair maid, if either they dislike. Romeo, if you love me, pronounce it faithfully. Romeo does not know what to say, so it's just a bunch of Romeo, I want to know right now, do you love me? Will you love me forever? Will you need me and never leave me? Romeo falls to his knees, beats his chest, raises his arms to heaven and cries, let me sleep on it. I shall give thee an answer in the morning. Juliet, once again, stomps her foot petulantly. How's the hissy fit? I want to know right now. Romeo says, all right, I love you. And they blow kisses at each other. And you cheer! Yay! They agree to marry tomorrow morning at Friar Lawrence's cell. Because that's how we do in the 14th century. Meet one day, get married the next. Romance. It's a lot like Vegas. Now, let us go to the next day, to Friar Lawrence's cell, through a special moving forward through time special effect provided by all of you at home. Dibby, 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 dibby. Now, Friar Lawrence is a good man, a holy man. And he likes to bless things in the ancient Latin traditions, with the up and the down and the left and the right, saying in nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, loosely translated, my father beat your father at dominoes. Juliet and Romeo come and kneel before the holy friar's feet, and the friar blesses them with the up and the down and the left and the right. Juliet, do you? Romeo, do you? And they both say, you betcha. Ah, good, you're married. And they blow kisses at each other. And you cheer. And so this newly married happy couple runs away in separate directions because they're 14 and it's a school night. And I will not be responsible for them failing geometry. No. Friar Lawrence, I believe, thinks that this will work out quite nicely. But now, let us go to a crowded street corner in Verona, where once again we have Benji, and his best friend, boon companion, Mercutio, a young bon vivant of Verona. And they are standing here on the street corner making manly noises. When Romeo runs up to them, saying, guys, I have news. What is it? Tell us. I met a girl. And they're all like, ooh. What? Who should arrive but Juliet's cousin and Romeo's arch-nemesis, Tybalt, an evil man, an ugly man, a man who smells of goat cheese. He points the hand of hatred at Romeo, and he says, Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain. Turn and draw. Romeo, holding up his hand, says, Tybalt, I do protest. I never injured thee. I love thee better than thou canst devise. And so, dear Capulet, whose name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied. Subtextually, that means, dude, I just married your cousin. We are now family. Please don't kill me. But Tybalt doesn't know this. Benji doesn't know this. Most importantly, Mercutio. Hot-headed mercurial Mercutio does not know this. He looks at Romeo with disdain, backhands him with the hand of disgust. Kapow! Ow! Oh, wow, that really hurt. Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. And then pointing the hand of hatred at Tybalt. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk? I am for you. Which means, will you fight? Little boy, bring it. And so they pull out their swords. But I'm not wearing a sword, so we require a deus ex machina. Everyone at home say that with me. Deus ex machina. Now, deus ex machina means plot device. And the plot device of Romeo and Juliet, the Flying Implement of Doom edition, is called the Flying Implement of Doom. Everyone at home say that with me. The Flying Implement of Doom. Well done. Now, here's how we do it. And all of you at home can practice being one. Fold your hands like this. Put them over your head. Bend over at the waist and stab people in the belly. Ah! So, Mercutio and Tybalt pull out their swords, which are represented by, say it with me, the Flying Implement of Doom. And it's clinky, 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 clinky. Clinky, 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 clinky. Tybalt gets in a lucky shot on Mercutio, stabbing him in the belly with the Flying Implement of Doom. And it... Ask for me tomorrow, and you will find me a grave man. A plague on both your houses. And he dies. But with the tongue out so you know that it's real. Romeo sees his dead friend, and he says, Tybalt, Mercutio's soul lies but a little way above our heads. It is for thine or mine to keep him company. One of us must with him hence. Oh, wretched boy, I am for you. And Romeo stabs Tybalt in the belly using the Flying Implement of Doom. Tybalt gets no dying lines. Instead, he bleeds over here. And he bleeds over here. And then he bleeds over on you people in 3D. And then he dies to death. But with the tongue out so we know it's real. Romeo sees his dead friend and his dead enemy. He falls to his knees and beats his chest, and he raises his arms to heaven, crying out, I am Fortune's fool! And he runs away to Mantua, over there. Benji, meanwhile, has just seen I am so sorry about all the microphone stuff. Benji, meanwhile, has seen a double murder, and he's going to need a lot of therapy. He runs away. That one was very athletic. Very athletic. Now, Juliet, meanwhile, is beside herself with grief. And she says, Friar Lawrence, help me. Be not so long to speak, for I long to die. And Friar Lawrence says, Peace, child. I know your grief already. Take now this phial, and this distilled liquor drink now off. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. Thou shalt sleep for 42 hours, and then awake as if from a pleasant sleep. Romeo, meanwhile, by my letters, will know our drift, and we will call him back with 1,000 times more joy. And then he went forth in lamentation. In practice, let us put it presently, I have no idea why my Italian accent sounded Swedish. That's just weird. Juliet drinks the potion. Ooh, Uganda roast. And falls into an enchanted slumber. Don't lay down for too long, Shakespeare. Show's almost over. Keep the energy going. Now, meanwhile, Friar Lawrence writes a letter to Romeo and says, Dear Romeo, Juliet is not dead. Hurry home. Love, Friar Lawrence. P.S. Please bring nachos. And mouse the letter into the night. But the letter gets intercepted by the Flying Implement of Doom, who reads the letter, giggles, and then eats the letter. Nom, 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 nom. It's all Doom's fault. Ooh. So everyone in Verona, hearing of Juliet's death, calls out, Hey, Romeo! And he says, in Mantua, Hey, what? And they all say, Juliet's dead! And he's like, No! And he runs to center stage, and he falls to his knees and beats his chest, and he raises his arms to heaven and cries, No! And again, that is acting. He goes to the apothecary, the pharmacist, the druggist. He says, Give me poison! Do you want deadly poison? Yeah, is there any other kind? No, not really. So, money exchanges hands, poison exchanges hands. Romeo runs off that way. The apothecary folds his fingers evilly, laughs maliciously. Kids, just say no. Romeo gets to Juliet's tomb, but who should be here? The man she was supposed to marry. Not very handsome, not very funny. Paris. He did show up for the funeral, though. And he says, Hold fast, Montague. Come with me, for thou must die. Romeo says, Indeed I must, for therefore came I hither. And he pulls out his sword, which is the Flying Implement of Doom, and stabs Paris in the belly. And Paris dies, just for being a decent person. Body counts rising. Now, Romeo goes to Juliet's tomb, sees her lying here in beatific state. He blows her a kiss. drinks the potion. Here's to my love. Thus, with a kiss, I die. Dying slowly, too slowly for the likes of the flying implement of doom who stabs him in the head for no good reason. Juliet now awakes from her slumber. Where is my love? Where is my Romeo? Everyone points at the newest dead guy and she screams, ah! Or maybe even better, ah! Oh, she screams like she loves him. Ah! You know what? I just realized I don't think I know what love is, but I want you to show me. She pulls out Romeo's dagger, and which is also represented by, say it with me, the flying implement of doom. And she says, "Oh, happy dagger, here is thy sheath. Bear rust, and let me die." And stabs herself using the flying implement of doom. Oh, you silly people. It's just a dagger. She stabs herself with a dagger. And she dies. And she sticks her tongue out so you know it's real. And so, a glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Let us go and have more talk of these sad things, for some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. And the flying implement of doom. Friends, thank you very much. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. Thank you so much for your time today here on the Life's a Fair show. Now, if you enjoyed this show half as much as I enjoyed performing it, I obviously enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And that's called math. Now, whatever you feel the show was worth, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, you could even get a part in my next show, Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens, airing on my Facebook channel, facebook.com/ShakespeareApproves, and on YouTube at youtube.com/C/ShakespeareApproves. It's called Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens. I like to do my show normally with patrons, hence all the audience interactivity. Normally it is you up here playing the parts. But since we are socially distant right now, I'm making do. But I do hope you join me because we will be playing it via Skype. And or rather, via Zoom. Or maybe even Google Hangouts, I don't know. It's going to be on Zoom. And I hope you join me. Wednesday, June 24th at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. But whatever you feel the show was worth, please throw it into the digital version of my hat. You can go to coffee.com/Shakespeare, that's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, or patreon.com/Shakespeare to become a Patreon of the arts. Friends, the greatest gift we can give each other right now is time. Time to listen. Time to be with each other. Time to appreciate, to learn, and to love. Thank you for giving your time to me today. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. Go follow me online, ShakespeareApproves.com, Facebook.com/ShakespeareApproves, Instagram, Shakespeare.approves, and Twitter @ShakesApproves. Go do it. It's the only way I judge my self-worth. And stay safe and stay healthy. I love you. You love me. This mutual, glorious affection. And you may cheer now. Good night.
glad you can make it. My name is Lady Morgan, and I am part of a group called Chaste. And today we will be entertaining you with some very interesting performances from our Ladies Unlaced series, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. I personally love to sunbathe, or I suppose it's getting a little darker now, maybe moonbathe in my backyard, perchance not with much on, and educate myself about the care of magical creatures, or how best to fight the injustices in the world. This first clip that you're going to see is something about being royalty, and it's actually called Royals. It is a parody of the song by Lorde, and you can find us, this will be Lady Rosaline, myself, Lady Morgan, and a Lady Elsa performing this song. We would have been performing it, this is a group that we were doing just as a test run for the original grouping that got put together. So, yeah, we hope that you like it. Enjoy. I got a lot of diamonds on my chest.
Yes, you do.
I like pearls.
100 more are on my dress and my earrings. And I only get the best. These pretty things are just part of the finery.
Oh, what a life it is.
Polo teams, cricket games, ice sculptures of big swans, fox hunts, falconry, feathers on a gold plate, it's all there. All of us have expensive taste.
Just take a look at our
fur cloaks, new shoes, 6 maidens address me, bourgeois gold, leave 1,000 ships in my name, it's all there. And so are we, 'cause we belong, 'cause we're actually royals, royals. It's a part of our court, golfing with the Duke of York. Our family tree, it does not fork, and I'm your ruler, ruler. You can call me Gentry, and we will all rule, all rule, 'cause it is our destiny. My friends and I wear lots of gold. I've forgotten just how much I own in the country. Servants, merchants, clergy know to respect our rules, 'cause it's divine right to see.
Oh, what a life it is.
Polo teams, cricket games, ice sculptures of big swans, fox hunts, falconry, pheasants on a gold plate, it's all there. All of us have expensive taste.
Just take a look at our
fur cloaks, new shoes, 6 maidens address me, bourgeois gold, leave 1,000 ships in my name, it's all there. And so are we, 'cause we belong, 'cause we're actually royals, royals. It's a part of our court, golfing with the Duke of York. Our family tree, it does not fork, and I'm your ruler, ruler. You can call me Gentry, and we will all rule, all rule, all rule, 'cause it is our destiny. Oh, oh, oh. I've got cousins I've never seen, and I'm related to the Queen. Oh, oh, oh. You know I can't complain. We got what it takes to reign, 'cause we're actually royals, royals. It's a part of our heart, golfing with the Duke of York. Our family tree, it does not fork, and I'm your ruler, ruler. You can call me Gentry, and we will all rule, all rule, all rule, 'cause it is our destiny.
If it isn't the squirrels, it's the hammers. I'm getting irritated. And I don't mean to be, of course. I'm a very gracious person most of the time, except when people are interrupting me. I should throw some insults at him. Ah, yes, I should, actually. And that segues into another song. This is a song called Black Agnes, which is a true story about a real person who actually existed. The names have been changed to protect the, not so innocent. This is a song that was written by Lady Catalina and features myself, Lady Catalina, and Lady Agnes. Please enjoy Black Agnes.
Black Agnes was a Scottish lass, a bonny noble bride
of a man who went to jail for his country's pride.
Agnes marched the enemy, bring an army to her wall, and down she cried, for Haggis' sake, I'll die before I fall. Up with your kilt and down with your arse, you make me bloody sick. Your family tree's a cactus cause you're such a freaking prick. I hope you step on Legos and I hope your goldfish dies. I swear to every one of you I'll be no bonny prize. Ba-ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
I wish a horrid pestilence upon your friends and kin. I hope that every time you whip your fingers slip right in. I wish you more hair up your nose than has upon your head.
And I hope you shout the wrong name when you take your wife to bed. Oh, up with your kilt and down with your arse, you make me bloody sick. Your family tree's a cactus cause you're such a freaking prick. I hope you step on Legos and I hope your goldfish dies. I swear to every one of you I'll be no bonny prize. Ba-ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
You'll never get in here, me lads, we'll give up your crusade. We'll throw right up a chicken's butt and pray that you get laid.
You smell like diarrhea and you're such a freaking creep. It's nice you grew a beard to make it easier on the cheap. Up with your kilt and down with your arse, you make me bloody sick. Your family tree's a cactus cause you're such a freaking prick. I hope you step on Legos and I hope your goldfish dies. I swear to every one of you I'll be no bonny prize. Ba-ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Black Agnes was a Scottish lass, the pride of all the land. The enemy threw down his sword and threw up both his hands. All right, me lads, the jig is up, we've made the most of it. We've sharpened up our swords, boys, but she sharpened up her wit.
I suppose it's rude to complain about people doing construction in their backyards at 6 o'clock in the evening when I'm not wearing any clothing in my backyard. Garden parties. They come in all sizes and stripes. That being said, the next clip you're going to see is a song called Sex and Beer that's by Pat McCurdy. It's something that I like to enjoy in my backyard. And it is done by ladies Rosaline, Amanda and Catherine, who would have performed at the Philadelphia Renaissance Fair this year. Please enjoy and continue on your way in this masterpiece theatre.
When I was young, my mother came and told me,
a gent shall take thee far away from here. He'll woo you and one day you will get married. Until that day have lots of sex and beer. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer are the things we like round here. Mark Antony looked down on Caesar's body. He said, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. I did not come here to praise Caesar, he's been tossed. I came here for sex and beer. She came twice. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer are the things we like round here.
from the city to the suburbs to the country.
She said country.
From the southern to the northern hemisphere.
We like the south.
They are holding a giant referendum.
It was huge.
And everyone is voting sex and beer.
Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer are the things we like round here. They can take away my pride and my dignity.
Like she had it.
They can use up all my blood and sweat and tears. They can take away my name, give me a number.
I like pie.
That's irrational.
Oh, rhubarb.
But they can never take away my sex and beer.
Oh, good.
Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer are the things we like round here. Now we are the ladies of Chaste Treasure. We loved having you and being here. As soon as we are finished harmonizing, forth, my friends, and get some sex and beer. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer are the things we like round here. We like sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer. Now I'm thirsty, and I want pie.
This next song is called The Scotsman, which was originally written by an American named Mike Cross, which we've been performing a couple of times throughout the festivals in the varying places. It was written in 1980, if you believe that, so not near as long as what you would think for this kind of piece. I sincerely thought that it was much older than it is. And these ladies who are performing this are Lady Rosaline, Amanda, and Catherine. Enjoy The Scotsman.
Well, the Scotsman clad in kilt left a bar one evening fair, and one could tell by how he walked that he drunk more than his share. He fumbled round until he could no longer keep his feet. Then he stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Ring-ding-diddly-i-dee-o, ring-di-diddly-i-o. He stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. About that time 3 young and lovely ladies happened by, and one says to the others with a twinkle in her eye, "See yon sleeping Scotsman, so strong and handsome built. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath their kilt." Ring-ding-diddly-i-dee-o, ring-di-diddly-i-o. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath their kilts. They crept up on that sleeping Scotsman, quiet as can be, and lifted up his kilt about an inch so they could see. And there behold for them to view beneath his Scottish skirt, 'twas nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Yes! Ring-ding-diddly-i-dee-o, ring-di-diddly-i-o. 'Twas nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. They marveled for a moment.
Then one said, "We must be gone.
But I'm still marveling.
Let's leave a present for our friend before we move along."
All right, as gift they left a blue silk ribbon tied into a bow. All round the bonny star the Scots kilt did lift and show. Ring-ding-diddly-i-dee-o, ring-di-diddly-i-o. All round the bonny star the Scots kilt did lift and show. The Scotsman woke to nature's call and stumbled towards the trees. Behind a bush he lifts his kilt and gawks at what he sees. And in a startled voice he says to what's before his eyes, "Ah, lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you've won first prize." Ring-ding-diddly-i-dee-o, ring-di-diddly-i-o. Oh, lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you've won first prize. You're number one! You're number one! Huzzah!
Hello again, friends. I hope that you're enjoying this tour of my garden and, you know, the lovely birds that are singing in the background. Speaking of which, I think that we could do another song. This is a song called Swallow, which was originally written by the Merry Wives of Windsor. This particular version, as I'm looking at my notes, is going to feature Lady Agnes and Lady Catalina, as well as myself, doing this lovely version of the song Swallow. So please enjoy.
A lady doesn't speak when she knows it's not her turn. A lady doesn't speak when she knows her words can burn. A lady doesn't speak when her words will bring you shock. A lady doesn't speak when her mouth is full of fa la 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 la. Now our advice to follow in summer, spring or fall, just listen for the swallow. Fa la 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 la, just listen for the swallow. Fa la 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 la, just listen for the.
A lady doesn't stop when she's left a job undone.
A lady doesn't stop when her guests are having fun. A lady doesn't stop when she knows that duty calls. A lady doesn't stop if it leaves you with blues. year. Fa la 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 la. Now our advice to follow in summer, spring, or fall. Just listen for the swallow. Fa la 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 la. Just listen for the swallow. Fa la 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 la. Just listen for the.
Lady always swallows, though bitter is their beer.
A lady always swallows, though the taste may bring a tear. A lady always swallows, though her jaw it may be numb. A lady always swallows when her mouth is full of fa la 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 la. Now our advice to follow in summer, spring, or fall. Just listen for the swallow. Fa la 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 la. Just listen for the swallow. Fa la 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 la. Just listen for the. My God. Swallow.
As we continue on in our journey of masterpiece ladies theatre, as it might be, we're going to tell you a song about a different kind of being royalty. This one is called The Queen of France, and it is about a roundabout way of talking about actual historical events, as well as just being a really fun song. The original song is called King of Spain and was done by Moxie Fruvis. This was rewritten for us by a friend called Eli Lynn. And this is our version of Queen of France, which features myself and Lady Rosaline and Fräulein Elsa. Enjoy.
Once I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble
In
pie.
riches I bathe, the world is mine oyster.
Now I partake of humble pie.
Yea, verily I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble pie.
Yet now in a nunnery I am cloistered.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Of high birth, my dowry of great worth, wrapped up in gowns of the finest velvet, days filled with laughter and mirth, munching on cakes and tea, with the Countess of Burgundy, dancing at balls for the Queen of England, giving away with royalty. Once I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble
A
pie.
glorious castle was where I resided.
I was told there would be pie.
Yea, verily I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble pie.
Now I languish in a state most benighted.
Once she was the Queen of France.
Married young, I learned how to hold my tongue. My husband was merely a count in those days, since fairness was lauded, his praises were sung. 'Tis easy, to live in such splendor high. Our wedlock was decent if dull, 'tis no shame to harbor a wandering eye. Once I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble pie.
Oh, Louis, how Edward is quite a feel for thee.
I want to stick my face in your pie.
Yea, verily I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble pie.
Now I am ensconced in obscurity.
Once she was the Queen of
Now
France.
there may be some of you among us who know not how I, the Queen of France, hath succumbed to this most pernicious fate. Let me fill you in. Do you want to know?
Tell us, lady.
Do you want to know?
Tell us, lady.
Do you want to know?
Tell us, lady.
Should I tell them, friends?
Tell us, lady.
In London, one day, when a fabulous banquet was thrown, a knight was spotted in possession of something I previously owned. Isabella of England accused me then of cuckolding my mate, at which point the king turned bright red and cut off the knight's head, and I met this ridiculous fate. Nun and queen, fat and lean, hearken to me and see what I mean. The tiniest of transgressions hath doomed me to this oppression. So next time thou hast a wandering eye, remember my story and fly, or just keep your secrets far better than I. Once I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble pie.
I was somehow caught up in a sordid affair.
Pie, 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 pie.
Yea, verily I was the Queen of France.
Now I partake of humble pie.
Now I sing songs with chaste treasure.
Once she was the Queen of France. God save the Queen!
God save me. Pie. All right, also pie.
Hello again, friends. I hope that you're enjoying the Ladies of Chaste Treasure and all of our assets. If you would like more information about my group, you can find us on the web at Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. And you can find us on our very own website, chastetreasure.com. You can also find our PayPal at paypal.me/chaste treasure, ChasteTreasure. And the money that we are raising right now partially goes towards getting our music online, which we've been able to do very recently. Our very first album, Chaste Treasure, we have lots of other albums, don't you worry, has been finally released on digital media. So you can find us on, you can ask your Google Home advice. You can ask your Google Home device to play our music. You can ask Alexa to play our music. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on TikTok, apparently, which I'm a little concerned about. I don't know how that's going to happen or what things will come of that. I'm excited but nervous. Do TikToks for me. Go for it. If you would like merchandise, you can find links to that on our website. If you would like a CD, we can get it to you digitally, or we can get it to you through the mail. We support the mail service as well, since they've been doing a good turn for us for the last 7 years. You can find all of that information on our website, or you can get in touch with us directly at PayPal and just let us know what you're looking forward to. $15 for every CD that is digital, $19 to ship a CD. So it just depends on what you're looking for. And we have a custom verses project that we've been doing as well, where we have, for $10, you can get a custom verse written for you about friends of yours, or birthdays, or bar mitzvahs, or whatever it is that you like. And if you would like it recorded by one of your favorite ladies, that's $15. And we've had a lot of success with that. Lots of fun verses being created for different people, which is really exciting. So please contact us about any of the information that you've seen here. And we hope that you keep enjoying festivals in a digital way. It's fun for us too.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Fill to me the parting glass, and drink a health whate'er befalls. I gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Fill to me the parting glass, as daylight wanes and evening falls. I gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
Thank you for joining Chaste Treasure in this Chaste Treasure masterpiece theatre of ladies being unlaced. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to see you at any of the fantastic Renaissance festivals that we've been enjoying the last couple of years. Places like the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair and the Pittsburgh Renaissance Fair. We are hopefully potentially doing the Maryland Renaissance Fair. But if none of these places open because of safety, we hope that everyone remains safe in their homes and continuing your social distancing And we will continue to reach out to you digitally, socially, in many ways. As many ways as we're allowed to touch you as long as we're 6 feet apart. There's a lot of ways. Please find us online at www.chastetreasure.com for more information. And on behalf of myself and all the ladies at Chaste Treasure, I am Lady Morgan. Have a wondrous festival day.